Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are here in 5.6. 5.6. Is it 5.6? I don't know. Anyway, the new version of Genshin. The Arkham quest is here, but they recommend doing Albedo's story quests before that, so that's what we're doing today and the coming few episodes. The Rumored Alchemist. Let's go. Go to Master's Alchemy store. Yes. Ah, Sucrose is over here.
Huh? Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Yes. Hey, Sucrose.
Wait, are these two?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, Traveler in Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
No, just strange for him to not be around.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon always sees him standing here.
That's true.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store.
Ah.
If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book over there.
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Also, the difference in voice between current day Paimon and this Paimon. No need to trouble
I
you.
guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, since it's you, I bet you're someone who'd be able to help Albedo.
Okay.
There's that name again. Albedo. You and Timaeus mentioned him the last time we met, right? Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Think I might have heard of him, yeah.
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
Ah.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes.
Yes, he's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
I see.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face.
I'm not sure someone as smart as him could use my help. My knowledge of alchemy stops at basic crafting.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration.
Okay. That we can do.
Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Can he make me stronger?
I don't see why not. Testing the limits of living beings' capabilities is one of Albedo's areas of research, after all. Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store.
Yeah.
I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Okay.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Yeah. Traveler observation report.
Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Which we need to go to the mountain anyway. Since the conversation is over, we can just teleport there, which is right here. And if you're enjoying this episode thus far, please leave a like, subscribe. And this is some very old content, so thankfully everything is voiced, so yeah.
Light it up!
There we go.
Sister Rosaria! So here you practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Ah, hello, Rosaria.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony.
Huh.
Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not
Yeah.
your feelings.
No.
Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people.
That's
Don't
probably...
fret. Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
Good. Goodbye, Barbara.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
Yep.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
You don't know us?
We better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Nah, she's fine, but she doesn't know us. The travelers. The ones who defeated Storm Terror. The war heroes of all of Teyvat where we come. Where we stand.
Really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Yeah.
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
No.
And
no,
as
you
for
were
this
not.
outlander you seem to be following... huh. So it's you.
Oh, so you do know me, okay.
The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror.
Yes, that's me.
Well then,
Hi.
given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
That's so.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Good.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
We're looking for Albedo.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
Okay.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
As far as my sisters go, you're fairly mysterious. You're more like a
I couldn't
detective.
care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Okay.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Yeah. Oh, there's a treasure hoarder here. Also, welcome back to Dragonspine, where
Another test subject.
everything will hurt.
Shine down!
Thanks to sheer cold.
Overruled!
Wait, there's a chest here I never got? How? Don't mind me.
Picked the wrong test subject. Huh.
I mean, I've got this area at 100% exploration.
Let the record
Yeah.
show that I
So it's
verbally
weird that I
consent to
did not
relinquishing
have
these
this
items
chest.
into your possession.
Anyway, don't mind me.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Just because you can.
The time you make him hurry up. I will end I guess this is it. This one's well done.
The flame burns.
Okay, yeah, that was not what I wanted to happen.
Silence. Hurry up.
Transfixed.
Bow your head.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, this way.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Yeah. Then again, she is not fully she is Ukraine is still the church, but she isn't the sister of the church. Because, well, she doesn't give a damn about the church itself. That's what I know. It's just a means to an end most often than not, I believe. Okay, but what do we have here? There he is.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting.
Yeah.
He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
Yes.
But can't he see those hilichurls? Isn't he in danger?
Oh no, no.
Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Okay, yeah. Is he going to be angry because we...
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilichurls unfinished.
You were painting hilichurls? I thought you were painting a landscape, yeah.
What's up with painting hilichurls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Yeah, so, this quest was way before we found out that hilichurls are... A lot of hilichurls are Comrians being turned into hilichurls. So, that's the difference here. Very avant-garde.
Wow, look at the detail. But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
Yeah.
You can find these hilichurls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work.
Ah.
Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Okay. Goodbye, Rosario. I'll definitely come back
What?
later for
Don't
you.
you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
No.
So Sister Rosaria brought you.
Yeah.
Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
Yes.
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here.
Yep. That's indeed the
Then,
case.
if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight.
Yes.
You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar, from another world, correct?
Correct. You're worthy of your scholarly reputation.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research?
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Okay, that's something.
Whoa, you want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain.
Okay.
For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
Alchemy really is miraculous. Alchemy is really useful. Miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
A seed.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
So I'm an object of research?
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Is there in danger? What's in it for me? Yes.
Mora, knowledge, and the answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound?
That
Time
sounds
for a
good.
change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Okay. Rosaria. Now you're the one eavesdropping.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Perhaps. Hey. On to the next pass. Head to the test site for the first experiment. Okay, yeah. Where do they want us to go? Over there, okay. Let's revive my reward Frika real quick. Yeah, let's go. Oh, you can't ride yet. Here chills. Here we are.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
Yeah, it's probably.
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into Teyvat would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life.
Yeah.
After awakening, even creation may be possible.
Okay.
Still a little difficult to understand?
No.
No.
Paimon's got a brain.
She does
But
not.
what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Does it seem like you understand? That's what I want. Does seem like you
Well,
understand.
If it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
You sure know how to keep Paimon on board.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
He's talking about Klee. Basically, his kind of adoptive sister. Yeah.
The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. though I can't see anything resembling one on your person.
Nope.
How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard.
Okay.
Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
No, I'm not a Time Lord, and I am not a cow. Not am I will.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
Nope, it's a different
What
entity.
a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
Connected to her body in any way. Ha 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 ha. Now since we've been to Fontaine, that has a different context.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I'm a Paimon on my travels. I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you?
Nope.
But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world.
Indeed.
Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers.
Okay.
Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Okay.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
It is.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment.
Yeah.
This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Oh, that would be fun.
Slimes are fine.
As long as I'm not being bad around by Hydra mimics.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Okay.
Illusion shattered.
Fire slime. Easy. Easy.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
Nope.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Not a scratch.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
And how are we going to do that?
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power.
Okay.
If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Did it make my stomach swell? Will crystallize in my stomach?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
Okay.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not usually reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks, just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
It's like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it.
Okay.
It's a type of ore known as star silver,
Oh, I've got some.
but unfortunately not all of it is suitable.
Oh.
I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders.
Okay.
All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Okay.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining.
A star silver
Let's
lining.
keep our eyes open.
Yes. Okay.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
Okay, let's defeat these.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish.
There we go. And that's one.
What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead.
Okay.
I'll lead the way.
Here we are. Timaeus is here as well.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction.
Good.
While we are waiting, have a look over here.
Okay.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Yes, we have.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps.
Okay.
I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Rational? I would have thought even Paimon and I were not more closely related.
Consider, you don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
Okay.
Following
That's
this
logical.
line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements.
Exactly.
A cryoregis vine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time.
Okay.
Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Okay.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
That seems fine.
In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Experiment the potion. It's a 5-star item. Oh. Is it here properly? Probably. Is it? No. In here. No. Yep, here we go.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit. You drank this?
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that.
Ah.
This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
Yeah.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
Mm-hmm.
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Out of consideration for the test subject.
But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you.
Ah.
In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world.
Okay.
Nothing peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result.
Exactly.
Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you.
Mm-hmm.
People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another.
Okay.
When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them.
Yeah.
But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyro-regisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
I think I'm getting it.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear.
I didn't fear it
Timaeus,
anyway.
The results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Mm-hmm.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now.
Okay.
Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Okay.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up.
Mm-hmm.
What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment.
Okay.
If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Okay. And we've completed that quest. We can talk to like a board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck on it. Still, you can tell that the progress is being made in those experiments. Looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out there. Here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it? Timaeus?
An elemental life form from another world. As soon as we have strong evidence, this may end up subverting a lot of alchemical theories. Albedo's research will see huge progress.
Okay. I did not mean to go to that menu. I want to go here. Shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
And see him we will in the next episode, actually. Because this one has come to a close. And I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and